For the first time in program history, the Georgetown Hoyas are men's college soccer national champions. They edged Virginia 7-6 in penalty kicks after a 3-3 110-minute draw. We're joined by head coach Brian Wiese. Coach, you said your team has outdone itself all season long, and tonight in the ultimate national title game, what did you see from your group?
A lot of grit. Really hard game. I mean, you got to give a ton of credit to UVA. They're a really talented team that gave us a ton of trouble. The guys found a way to get it done in however way they could, you know. And again, different guys show up today. Right? Wu gets a goal. Rothrock gets a goal. And you think he got the game winner in Dottie's goal, which is worthy of a game winner. And then, you know, it's a really big gut check when they equalize with just under 5 minutes to go. You're saying, how are you going to handle that emotionally? And I think this group has been so resilient all year. I think it just goes to show, I think, what their mental toughness is all about. And, you know, they love each other and they play like they do. And I couldn't be happier for the team. I couldn't be happy for, you know, the university, to be fair. It's special.
What did you make of Tomas Romero's game-sealing save?
Well, thank goodness he saved one, right? He had to go 7 deep before he figured that out. But listen, you know, I think the fun thing about this team is we have seniors up there hitting penalties. You have juniors up there hitting penalties. You have freshmen up there hitting penalties. You have a freshman in the goals who ends up winning the national championship. And you know, he's been doing that all year. He's a pro in terms of his mentality, and I couldn't be happier for him that it ended the way it did for him. It's fantastic.
How fitting is it that this is the team that gives the program its first national title?
I think when you have a special team, you know, you feel like it could happen. And I think from day one of preseason, you always thought maybe this could be the team that could do it, maybe. But to be honest, you think that almost every year. You're like, maybe this, if it all falls into place. And you know, week after week, they just handled everything we threw at them as a staff, everything that an opponents threw at them, and they grew and they evolved. And you know, by the end of it, you know, I think they truly believed they were a team of destiny, that this was their time, and they followed through on it.
What's that moment like with Mom on the field after you win the title?
She's, you know, listen, she's a diehard fan, and you know, she flew out. I mean, she's in her 80s now, and you know, she's probably more emotional about it than anybody else in the stands, and it's fantastic. You know, when you can share this with friends and family, and you know, it's really special, and you know, I couldn't be happier to have my family out and having them on the field with us celebrating.
What did you tell your gents after the win?
Just listen, I'm proud of them. You know, we say, you know, always win well and lose well, and you know, you got to respect UVA because they had to stay out here for the award ceremony, and they handled it with class. And you know, I wanted our guys to appreciate their efforts. But listen, at the end of the day, I could tell them they all smell like monkeys, and they would be cheering and yelling about that. So it doesn't matter what I tell them right now.
You've kept on pushing back your vacation. Now you've maxed out. You've won the national championship. Where are you heading?
Sadly, I think I have a chore list that's 4 miles long, so I think my vacation is pushed back to next year.
It's okay. You'll trade it for a title.
I'll take it any day. Absolutely.
Coach, congratulations.
Thanks, John.